The typical US grocery store carries around 50,000 different products for sale. And this has to be among the most mysterious: liquid smoke. But here's the secret. If you know how to harness its power, the stuff inside this bottle can transform your food into something delicious. By the end of this video, you'll know what liquid smoke is and how to cook with it. Hello and welcome to I Want to Cook. My name is Chef Matt and this channel is all about helping you be a better cook. And today we're cooking with liquid smoke. Okay, so what exactly is liquid smoke? Well, it is literally what its name says. It is liquefied smoke. And this is where you're probably thinking, what? But it's true, liquid smoke is indeed smoke. And the way it's made is from smoking wood, capturing that smoke and those vapors and condensing it into a liquid. Now, I know it's weird to think about smoke as a liquid, but when you burn wood, the smoke that comes off contains water vapor as well. And when you condense enough of it, you get this. Other traditional names for this stuff is smoke flavor or wood vinegar. Now, if you're still not convinced that this is smoke, all you have to do is open it and take a sniff. And it smells remarkably like smoke, and good smoke. This is a mesquite smoke, and it smells wonderful. And if you're wondering, liquid smoke is actually deemed safer than traditional smoking methods like when you smoke meat because the carcinogens have been filtered out. Now, liquid smoke is nothing new. In fact, it dates back centuries. But the first commercial product was this stuff, actually made by E.H. Wright. He bottled this stuff and in the early 1900s began selling this, and this is Wright's liquid smoke. Now, there are other brands as well, but this one is purported to be the original. Now, if you're shopping for this stuff in the grocery market with all those 50,000 other items, you can usually find this in the aisle with barbecue sauces and other sauces. It only costs a few bucks and it can last a couple years, and a little bit of it goes a long way. Now, even if you've never bought and used liquid smoke, you've likely eaten it. That's because this stuff is used in a lot of commercial applications. Things like smoked cheeses, smoked meats, smoked anything. In fact, if a commercial food product is labeled smoked, it might have used this, because if you use liquid smoke in a food product, it can technically be called smoked. But for this video, I'm going to show you how to use it at home. And first and foremost, know that this is like a flavoring agent and something that you use before cooking. This is not like a condiment like ketchup or barbecue sauce that you would put on food afterward. It is very concentrated and a little bit of it goes a long way. So today I'm going to show you how to use this stuff by making a marinade for some chicken, incorporating it into some ground turkey for some burgers, and even including it on a marinade of vegetables that we will then grill and get this nice smoky flavor. The first way I'm going to use this is for some ground meat for some burgers. And like turkey meat is a wonderful application with this because turkey meat doesn't have a whole lot of flavor like beef that kind of has that naturally smoky flavor. So what I'm going to do is, in addition to some seasonings, I'm just going to put a few drops of this in. Now, this only takes about 1/4 teaspoon or 1/2 teaspoon. So I'm just going to do a couple drops here. Again, this is 1/4 teaspoon. We'll start with this. And again, I'm using a mesquite flavor. There's also other flavors like hickory, and it's wild because this literally smells like smoke. So good. So I'll do some ground pepper and a little bit of all-purpose seasoning as well. And what I'm gonna do is just kind of mash this all together. Then I'll form some patties out of it. Then we'll move on to the chicken. Now for the chicken, I'm using some thin cut breast fillets here, and liquid smoke is great in a marinade for this. So this is super, super simple. All you have to do, use some vegetable oil, just like we would marinate anything else, chicken, vegetables, whatever. Just like that, kind of coat this chicken. And then we're gonna add, again, just a little bit of this liquid smoke. Again, I'm gonna use 1/4 teaspoon. Now, I should note that I'm using this in savory applications, but you could actually use liquid smoke in desserts as well, like a caramel sauce or even something sweet. You can put a couple drops and that's going to give it a hint of smokiness, so you have a nice contrast there. Now we're going to cook all this stuff and see if it really does impart a nice smoky flavor. Okay, as you can see, I've stepped outside for the grilling portion of this, and I'm using our old friend, the Zojirushi indoor electric grill that I made a whole other video on after I found this at a thrift store. Now, why am I using an indoor grill outdoors? Well, if you watch the video on this grill, you know that it creates quite a bit of smoke, and I don't want that in the house. So I'm just going to grill everything up outdoors, but it's going to be further proof that you can use something like this, not a charcoal grill, but when you use liquid smoke as one of your ingredients, you can get that nice smoky flavor, even if you're using something like this, an indoor electric grill. And we are back inside with a bounty of smokified meat and vegetables. It looks great. All that's left is to taste this stuff and see how liquid smoke tastes when used in a recipe. So let's start with some of this chicken. This looks really, really good. Again, this was made on that thrift store find Zojirushi grill. And I'm telling you, even though we didn't use any charcoal or anything like that in this, it has a nice smoky flavor. Now let's try some asparagus. I love grilled asparagus. And again, this liquid smoke did impart a nice smoky flavor. So there you go. There's a little liquid smoke 101. I hope this video took some of the mystery out of this stuff. And hey, next time you see it in the supermarket, maybe buy a bottle and give it a try. Let me know what you think, and remember, a little goes a long way. As always, thank you for watching. Thank you for subscribing. If you are new to the channel, welcome. Welcome to my kitchen. I am so glad that you are here. Until next time, I hope you want to cook.